at the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. It's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get on out my problems, let me When up in it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Thanks, Coach. Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Carr. Oh, what a move. He finds his target, Beckham. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On first down, here's Breida. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Matt Breida. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Go. 180.
Mike 58 right there. Watch the run.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working from the gun, Wentz. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz. That's caught. It's Coleman. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now Wentz, and that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
Who's right?
He's coming, double up.
808.
Check play forward.
Hey, exit.
From the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Carr. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains.
Express. Hey, Charlie.
26 Mike.
Express.
Switch out. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. It's our time.
Put that down.
Carr now on 1st down. Looking downfield for Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 43-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Kill.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Check.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got him in, Corey Davis. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On first down, Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
But it looks like they caught him off guard on second and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on third down.
The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Wentz going to throw. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Here we go. Watch twitch.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Hey, 734.
Rush in. Rush
Blue draw Corkers. Express. That's it.
They run with Breida. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
On second and 11 now. Carr is complete to Jones. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
'93.
26 months. Hey, watch that.
Throwing his Carr on third down. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So there you go, partner. How about that?
Oh, that was pretty cool.
That will tie the all-time record set by Matt Prater of the Broncos back in 2013.
And you know, when Prater hit from 64, that was like breaking DiMaggio's streak or breaking the 4-minute mile of Bannister. Tom Dempsey, 63. That was a legendary number. So to top that here, even if it just ties the record, pretty darn awesome.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a second and 11.
24-yard line.
Here we go. Back. We're 20.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now Wentz on third down. And This time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. A second quarter score from KC. It's the Chiefs out to an early lead over the Broncos. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
80 weapons. Get set.
50 seconds. Come on.
On play action. Now Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Right there. 54.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. He'll get this one complete to Davis. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a trunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, pick your game up. Mike 5-4.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Jordan Willis. And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout call. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
A final shot before half for Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Protein spill.
198. Watch 98. 98 for Mike.
Here's Breida. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They run again with Breida. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On third down, a run from Breida. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Tucker's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Uncorks one for Davis. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That'll be complete to Breida. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Check 13. Slam.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Complete to Jones. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, they'll throw to Carr. Open man is Trey Burton. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This is Breida. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They come out here in the eye.
98 to Mike. I got you.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. So now here's Derek Carr leading his guys up to go for 2.
Watch the pass.
Now Carr. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard yard from the 34. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Stopped immediately there. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Throwing is Wentz. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back there, as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Wentz. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and inside the 20 before he's brought down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. On first down, it's Coleman, and he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Jaguars' 16.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And Thomas has it. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Sunday. 64, weak.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. He's time to move.
Rip 5-2, come here. Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike 54. Hey, I'm coming.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we can get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On second down, a run with Breida. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 44 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Breida, he'll try the right side. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 7-yard line.
No. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check 52. Hey, watch it, watch it.
White. 29. Hey, Delta. Express.
Watch 98. 98's the mic. All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
Carr going to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6.
Keep playing hard, fellas.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, and that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wentz. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
All day, baby, all day.
Monday.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift.
Well, Jumbo.
25. Check 25. Check 25. No. Off. Switch. Shift.
Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Watch the run. Watch the edge. Later 8. 26 Mike. Check the outs. Check the outs. 26 Mike. I'm coming.
Throwing now is Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Now Wentz. Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or 2 short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Topper! Trey 15.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Ian Thomas, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Right here.
Hey, Haywood!
98 for Mike. I'm
Who's right, Chief?
coming after you.
Go, Chief!
Carr going to throw here. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Down! 280! 93!
26 Mike.
Carr now on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Let's go, baby.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Jacksonville, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.